Welcome back to Eugene's channel.
Baby, you should know this. That I ain't going nowhere. I ain't blowing no smoke. I mean, I've been sober, but you should have known it. I wasn't going.
I look so sick, but it's okay. I'm so excited. Hi. Why am I trying to act cute? I know I'm not cute. I'm bad and bougie. I'm not cute. Like, what do you mean? I don't even know if this is recording. Let's first be sure. Hi YouTube fam, welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been struggling in terms of this intro, like I've literally done it the 5th time, so I'm just gonna go with this. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe. You know my best friend in the background. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back home, sweetie. I missed you. So before I go back to my usual of just rambling on and going off of points, today I actually came with a notebook to keep me intact and not like go like away from the topic, and I hope that helps. Let's just get straight into the video, okay? I want to make the video with my glasses on or not. So this is going to be a really quick one. It's just something I've had in mind, like something that I've had in mind for a while. I wanted to make this video for like the longest time, but I didn't exactly like have the time to record, you know, because of college and everything. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take the glasses off. What the hell is that? So back to the concept, back to the video. Yeah, I've wanted to make this for a really long time, so I decided to record. Yay. Remember to subscribe. I want you to think of 5 years ago, like 5 years before now, and think about all the people that mattered, all the places that mattered, all the things that you thought you could not do without, those people that you thought they meant the world to you, and all of that. And think about presently. You would see that most of those things, I'm not saying entirely, but most of those things do not matter anymore. Like most of those things don't influence your decision as much as it did back then. Most of those things are just like a faint presence in your life currently. By this, we're talking about people, places, things, aspirations. We're talking things you wanted back then, 5 years ago. Don't even go too far, just do 5 years ago. And then think about right now. I had already said this before. I don't know why I'm saying the same thing twice. But think about those things from 5 years ago and think about how those things are present in your life right now. If it's a person, think about the people that were present in your life 5 years ago, and think about what place they are in your life right now. You will see that very, very few of those things and people and places actually matter right now. Very, very few. The fewest. Take for instance myself. I think 5 years ago I was still in high school, probably SS2 or SS1. I think SS2, SS1-ish. Let's say SS2, 5 years ago. And the friends I had back then, my decisions back then, the things I wanted back then, I assure you, almost none of them matter to me right now. Now, let's take that same 5 years and say 5 years from now, the people, the places, the things that actually mean a lot to you at this point of your life. And I want you to think about 5 years from now. Sincerely ask yourself, how many of those things will actually matter? How many of those people will actually matter? I personally, I don't even roll with a lot of crowds. So yeah, but I'm talking people who have a lot of people that influence their decisions, people who have a lot of things to think about before taking one step. I want you to think about how those things are going to matter to you in the next 5 years. If you thoroughly think about it, you might find out that very, very few of these things will actually matter. Now let's get to my points in this video. As we grow up, our tastes, our preferences, our aspirations change. Not immediately, not at once, but gradually our taste in certain things, certain people, they change over time. The people I was interested in 5 years ago, like the people I was attracted to, the people I looked up to and all of that are absolutely so different. Like they can't even be more different than the people I'm with now, the people I want to keep around now, the people I'm planning this my present future with now. Yes, my point is so many people out there, so many of us, so many of you, because I've learned to do better. I now know better. But so many people out there letting people who would not matter in the next 5 years dictate the path or the pattern of their lives. I think that came out properly, but I should rephrase it a little. Do not let people who will not matter in the next 5 years determine the path, the pattern, and the decision you make in your life right now. Because your life is going to be yours till you die, right? You are going to have yourself. You're going to be with yourself. You're going to be taking responsibility, or should I say, you're going to be accountable for those decisions for the rest of your life. But those people are going to move on to different people. And I am assuring you that 5 years from now, it is still going to change, because humans are prone to change. Your tastes are bound to change. Your aspirations are bound to change. So, whilst this might sound a little bit unsettling to so many people, it's actually the truth. The only person who's going to be accountable for the decisions you're making right now forever is just you, right? And letting other people influence those decisions that you're making is just you being, well, not stupid, well, it's just you not using your head. In the same way, there's something I like to call the myth of popularity, and most people make decisions based on like the people that they are popular amongst. I don't know if this makes sense, but the myth of popularity influences so many people's decision. And the thing is, the fact that you're popular right now doesn't mean you're going to be popular in the next 5 years, because, as I said, people's tastes differ. I'm saying that over time, people's preferences change, people's opinions about certain things change. Now, I feel like a lot of people are going to get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should be inconsiderate of like your environment or the people around you whilst making decisions. No, of course not. What I'm saying is, don't let that be the only thing you think about whilst making the important choices of your life, because those things are going to pass. Take, for instance, high school. High school is gone. It's almost forgotten. Sometimes I even forget about my high school. Like, it just doesn't matter to me anymore. But there was a time when that was the most important thing, or the most important part of my life. So many people are wasting their time, or so many people are basing their life on people that would not matter in the next 5 years. And my point is, don't be one of them. It's the fact that things that are cool today might not matter tomorrow. Like, things that people do today and are the trend, like literally the coolest things ever, might not matter in the next 5 years. And there are so many examples. There was a time when a certain hairstyle was a trend, but fast forward to 5 years now, it's no longer as trendy as it was back then. There was a time when a particular type of piercing was a trend, but it's no longer as important or as cool as it used to be back then. There's so many things our parents did during the time that were so like up to date, and they were the leading and most relevant things back then, but right now they're not as important as they used to be. So my point is, do not make your decisions just thinking about right now, that you forget that it's not going to be as important as it was today, tomorrow. Like, things evolve, people's preferences change. Do not let your temporary crowd make permanent footprints in your life, especially negatively. What I mean by temporary crowds are those people who are currently in your life, but you know that they are temporary, you know that they're not going to be there forever. Do not let them make permanent impact. Do not let them make you make a permanent mistake that you can never ever undo. Do not let temporary crowds lead you to make permanent mistakes. Let me say that again. I think I stuttered. Do not let temporary crowds lead you to making permanent mistakes. Know your priorities. Like, already have at the back of your mind what your priorities are at this moment, and do not let the temporary overtake or like overpower your permanent. I don't know if it makes sense. Your permanent or your priorities. Take me, for instance. Of course, I want to be a YouTube star. I want my YouTube channel to grow and reach a lot of people. But at the same time, one of my top priority at this very moment is my studies, is my school. So I would not let the I would not let my sub priority to overtake or play a more important role than my priority at this very moment. Perhaps in the future, there will be a time when your sub priority would level up, or should I say, would graduate to become a priority. But at this moment, do not lose sight of what your priorities are, whom your priorities are, and where you should be at this particular time, what decisions should be the most important to you. Do not lose track of that, because if you do, then your entire life is going to have to suffer for it. So, right now, at this very point in your life, learn to let go of the social media FOMO, learn to unfollow what is unnecessary, learn to let go of temporary crowds, or learn to let those things know their places in your life. Have it at the top of your mind, have it at the back of your mind that this thing at this particular time is not my priority. It is not going to matter in 5 years. So I should let the things that will actually matter in 5 years take lead. I should think about those things the most before making this particular decision that I'm about to make. Make sense? This is something I've wanted to say for a while, but it's not something lengthy. At this time, this is all I have to say. I really hope that somebody finds this useful, or somebody finds this at the point where they actually need to, and make the right decision at this particular point in time. Find out their priorities and all of that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to comment. Let me know your thoughts about all the things I just said. And once again, ignore my best friend in the background. My mic stopped working before I had the chance to say goodbye, but I'm charging it now. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Stay safe. Let love lead. Bye, guys.